Hey, good morning, guys. It is today. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Let's just take a look at some of the signals that were populated this morning and how to actually play out on some of these. A massive run up, incredible profit actually right over here. If you guys take this long trade here off this buy signal, if you guys play the profit wave, end up switching over, first time any colors switch over, right? 127 points. Absolutely ridiculous. That's $1,270 just with one account trading 5 micros. So you times that by 5, you're about what, $6,000 this morning. So massive run up. Now, let's just say you didn't get those trades. Let's take a look at some of these other ones over here. A little bit pre-market. This is around, what time is this? It's about 6 o'clock this morning, 6:08. You had another one here around 6:18. This is one that would have either been stopped out for break even or just a tiny bit of a loss. Then you get a nice sell signal here. A nice sell signal. You play this down, max potential about what, 100 points? You're not going to get 100 points. If you play the indecision candle here, you're looking at about 60 points coming through here, which is really nice. So, so far we're looking at what, 60, looking at 127, a max on here of about 13 to 15 points. Again, even if that was just a 5 or 10 point win, fantastic. And then you look at this one here, first time colors changed over, you're right about here for about 5, 6 points, not bad at all. So overall you're up, what, 150 points, let's say. So that's $1,500 times 5 is a lot of money. So you guys can see how this actually pans out actually really well. But something I wanted to go over here with you guys is, if you're new to this channel too, what do I look at with these signals? This is with the chop filter turned off. You guys know me, I like to have the chop filter turned on, and I just know how to spot these other trades, right? So this is going to give you the overall trending signals, right? So right now we're actually getting one populated up here. But let's just take this off for a second, right? This is going to give you directional trades, both going long and short, not taking into account the 200 EMA. And this is okay. I have a lot of traders. I was just on the Elite Trader call on Friday this last week. And actually, I'll let you guys know, the next Elite Trader call, this is actually everyone who passes 5 50K accounts through Take Profit. When you get to Pro, I do a Zoom call, completely free, an hour long, every first and third Friday. This first Friday coming up is actually July 4th. We're going to skip this first Thursday, or excuse me, this first Friday, and we're going to do it on the third Friday of July, actually. So what I like to look out for with these things is a couple metrics. And if you're new to this channel and you're following this and you just grab these metrics over the weekend, like some of you guys did, what I want you to look out for is just fall in love with green, red with red to start off with, right? So if you can do something like that, let's analyze these trades a little bit and go through this, almost as if you're in like a live market condition, right? So if you end up getting into these trades on the 1 minute time frame, Justin's rule for me, I like to say go for 5 to 10 points on the 1 minute time frame. Capitalize on that amount and then look for another quality setup or a continuational trade. If you end up getting into some bigger moves like this and you're up, let's say 15, 20 points, you can add to your position. I would like to go from 5 micros and then I would double it to 10 micros and I'll have it run down even further to a level of support or resistance, right? So if you get in here, sell signal, right at the end of this candle, that's where I'm entering in. Essentially trying to be filled as close to this price as possible, right? So we get in, we flush it down, 5, 10 points, we get out, boom. Why do I say 10 points? Well, 10 points is $100 with 5 micros. You have 5 accounts, that's $500. If you can start making $500 a day, that's $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month. How much is $10,000 going to make a difference in your life, right? Then you get into a trade like this. You say, okay, awesome, I did that. Then you get into one here. We got a buy signal. Was everything right? Yeah, money momentum changing up. We got a buy signal here, and this end up fluttering around a little bit. Well, you know what? Some of these trades just might not work out. Okay, that's all right. Go ahead and take it out. 5 points. All right. You wait how long? 3 minutes later. Boom, sell signal. All right? Sell signal. What's great with this? Profit wave. Profit wave is one of my biggest indicators. And I'm going to show you guys something that I remember. If you're new to this channel, this is going to be new to you down here. I'll explain this in a second. And I got to give a huge shout out to one of the first members that I met on here and did a call with, Howard, who actually came up with this indicator and shot it over to me. And this is now actually going to be released to everyone who's either in the live trading sessions, trading group that I do, or in the Elite Take Profit group. And I'll show you that in a moment here. But what this does is this tells you, okay, if profit wave in the brighter colors on the bottom and the fainter colors on top, and they're stacked, right? Stacked. This is where you can go down further. What does this tell you down here? This is actually saying and taking into account this profit wave and saying as long as it's stacked in the appropriate direction, this is going to turn green, right? So when this is green, that's where you play long. When this is red, that's where you can go short. The strongest momentum is when they're stacked. And if they aren't stacked and you're getting some consolidation, that's where this is going to go gray, keeping you out of areas in the market that are just sideways. So this will actually be extremely important when you have sideways markets to stay away from it, because this will keep in count and tell you exactly what to do. Like over here, solid green, EMA stacked all the way up. Absolutely brilliant indicator that I just added here. So then you go over here, you get a buy signal. You're like, awesome, this is great. Now for me speaking, what I just say, I like to go with trades when you have things stacked, right? Is this stacked right here? No. Is it still a valid signal with green, green, and green? Yes, it is. But what I would have loved to do, since we're butting right into that 200, is I would have waited and entered in right here. So let's change this. Why would I have entered in right here? This is why you get your first, actually, you know what? Right at this area. First strongest bullish Hiekin Ashi candle in overall uptrend. What happened here? Take a look. Green, stacked, money momentum flowing up, profit wave above 200 and background it's green. Boom, enter in right there. How do you do this? Play the profit wave. What is the profit wave doing? We come up all the way through. First color change, 104 points. What else did you guys notice? Completely solid green. Okay, so that is how we want to be looking at trades like that. So when you're analyzing your charts and you're looking at this on the 1 minute or 2 minute time frame like the trade, just understand that these metrics are specifically designed to simplify your trading and to be able to keep you in a trades longer. If you're in a trade and this keeps populating green, 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 stay within that trade. Let the market give you more and more. So many times, this is the biggest thing that I think like a lot of traders have a struggle with, and me specifically too. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am trying to get better and better at holding my winners longer and longer and longer. I'm getting extremely good at cutting my losers really quick, but holding the winners longer and longer, psychologically, is just really difficult for a lot of people. So how do you do that? That is why this was developed here. Watch your profit wave, and this will be a direct correlation down here. If you're going long and you get red or gray, get out of the trade. Get out of it. Or if at any point you have anything switch over, if you're going red, 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 and then you end up getting green, get out of it. But more than anything, guys, if you are up in profit, take some money off the table. Let's say you're trading with 5 micros over here, right? And you're doing take profit. Well, why can't you enter in with 5 micros and you're up 5, 10 points? Take off 3 micros, right? Move your stop loss to break even, let the other 2 run. And just let it run and run. You would be surprised how far some of those suckers will actually run and how much you can capitalize on the account that you're doing. And that is where I just got a couple emails this morning in text. Justin, I just ended up passing another 3 or 4 accounts by using your metrics, and I'm just following trades longer. Congratulations. These guys are amazing. If you're new to this channel, this is where you can actually grab all these metrics live right now. No monthly, annual, anything at all. This is just one time. My elite take profit traders. This is everyone who goes through Take Profit Trader and ends up going over and does 5 50K accounts. All you have to do is input my future success in all caps and do apply. This will not only give you the absolute rock bottom price, but when you pass these accounts, shoot me a screenshot and I'll add you to the live Zoom calls that I do every first and third Friday. Remember, for this Friday coming up, first one is July 4th. We'll be skipping. We'll do the third one. But this is how to get on. This is completely free, hour long with all those members. And actually in this call, this is how we actually end up developing this other indicator to help everyone who's in the elite team and also everyone who is in our live trading platform. So Ron, this is also available. Ron will go live every Tuesday and Thursday using these metrics, going over market conditions, buy signals, sell signals. A lot of people are actually seeing some great success with this, pulling out quite a bit of money. The largest trade that I personally heard from this was $8,000 in a day. So if any of you guys are made more than $8,000, amazing. Something that Ron was telling me, it's so awesome. He's like, Justin, we end up here, and while you're over here too, take a look at these reviews. Please don't just take my word for it. Honestly, it's incredible what people are seeing. He's like, Justin, I end up starting this new thing where we do my analysis, and I say, if anyone ends up making money and profiting, I want you to say bingo. I'm like, this is genius. So he'll be doing stuff, and someone's like, bingo. It's like, oh, they made money. Bingo, they made money. Bingo. I'm like, what a cool way to do this. So having just an amazing time, honestly. So if you are someone who likes more of that hands-on feel and approach, and literally to be able to ask questions almost as like a one-on-one session in live time, Tuesday and Thursday, Ron goes live. And then he's also adding classes on Wednesday and Sunday for more education as well. So not only can you guys grab all the tools, but also education and great mentors. You can have direct access to myself by email. Greg and myself are by email. Ron does the live trading sessions, and we are here to just give you guys the most amazing 2025. If I end up getting into any trades today, I'll go ahead and record those and let you know. But I just want to go over the signals that got populated, how to use these metrics, the update that is now available for all elite members and also anyone in that monthly live group, just to simplify trading and make it a little bit easier. So thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Take care. God bless. Let's have a great week.